Joe Blow don't care and none of those other things, but you young, you fun, you ain't taking this serious, you cool. I'd rather go to the person who really ain't taking this serious. They have no passion for this. It's just a paycheck.
I think they build and been there 20 years.
I heard that too.
My mama went there.
Yeah. That's another thing. You so young, I'm young, but I'm here for a reason though.
Right. The other side, people don't. It's two sides of that too. Because the old heads, call it what it is. The old heads don't want to see you do better than them, and then the young people don't want to see you do better than them either.
Right.
They see you at a similar level, age group. They don't want to help you propel.
Right.
And then the old heads, they don't want you to get further ahead than where they were at the time. It's still a lot of animosity in our community.
Separation.
We don't want to address it. We want to tiptoe but bruh, it's hating. It's hating.
It's hating.
People don't want to see you win.
It's hating, bro.
But you know what, bro? What I can say, what I'm learning from looking at other examples, as long as you stay on your path, it slowly just starts going that way.
It does, yeah.
It's undeniable.
Yeah, it does.
Listening to you brothers talk, it's undeniable to be like, no, I can rent. I could get a policy. You know what I mean? I could book my mans, even though I probably wouldn't book
man. The more people hate on you, the more people gonna come to you.
Man.
No,
people gonna be like, why they hating on him?
Wouldn't even think another thought.
Man, that's what I had to learn. I had this conversation with my wife, because it was one day, man, one of my customers, older lady, she was telling me, I was trying to, tell so-and-so to come check you out. And they were like, no, I ain't going to him. He young. What does he know? I had to work hard to get here. I had to study a lot to get here.
Right.
And when I heard that, it really frustrated me. They don't know what I did to get here. You know what I mean?
I think your perception is off. Well, should have been your challenge.
Well, yeah.
I showed up with some donuts and a smile at the door. Hey, how you doing? It's the youngin'.
Right.
I'm here to make sure you all good taken care of.
And that's how I am, though.
Talk.
That's how
I don't understand.
Oh, we done turned on.
Please use the Sonos.
We done turned on Sonos. My bad. Shout out Sonos.
Sonos. He's trying to talk to you.
Sound like homeboy off of he worked out the donut joint on Breaking Bad. Mr. The drug pen. What's his name? I can't remember. That's what he sound like.
Yeah, but I was gonna say it really frustrated me, but I had to learn listen, eventually, if they don't believe in you now, eventually they gonna have to. They ain't gonna have a choice, and there's still a lot of people that believe in me here, not to knock everybody. It's not everyone.
Right.
There's still a lot of people that believe in me, believe in Justin, believe in what we do.
Right.
But at the end of the day, too, it's the business that we both run is we from here, we take care, we got customers here, but we got a lot of customers that aren't from here, that never met us. You know what I mean? Right. That we don't even.
They went online, found you, and just kept moving.
If we were to bump into them, or if they were to bump into us, they wouldn't know. We wouldn't know who each other were.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. So that's another thing. And I see a lot on Facebook. People say, "Oh, this town, this town, that." There's no support. There's a lot of customers out there. So go find them.
A lot of towns out there.
Yeah.
You know what though? I want to change that narrative. We've been saying this since the beginning, since we started. I disagree with the concept that there is no support here in Kankakee.
I disagree with that too. On the higher level though.
Go ahead.
Because look, it just occurred to me a couple weeks back. Yes, Kankakee we got a crabs in the barrel type mentality.
Yeah.
On a certain level, but the people from this community who are successful in their own right, confident in what they do, trailblazers to an extent, we all support each other.
True. Very true.
The people who are actually doing something productive, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I ain't seen much bickering,
Kankakee supports people who pour back into Kankakee.
It's usually somebody who ain't doing nothing, who ain't.
Yeah. But those people weed themselves out. Because, since we started the show, when I say it's been nothing but love, y'all see who we was talking about when we standing over there?
Right, yeah.
The people it's been nothing but love, and it's literally all from, hey, him, yo, let's do a show. Bang. You know what I mean? How we gonna do it? Kankakee, I agree. Let's go.
But it's some who said no.
Yeah, and they still say no.
Shout out to the ones who said no.
Y'all know who you are.
they gonna be on here.
But they gonna be on here.
They gonna be on.
Yeah, and We've even opened it up to the point where the people don't want to be on the camera. Cool. We started to do audience. Sit in the audience.
Yeah.
Talk from up behind the camera some.
Right.
If you go back and look at the Chris episode, shout out to the Chris Morris.
Shout out.
Chris Williams. Yeah. We had 3 or 4 people who didn't want to be on the camera, and eventually half of them came on.
Right.
He made a new friend who loves sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer.
You know,
That's your man.
hey,
Shout out to hand sanitizer.
that had me irate for a little moment. I had to catch myself. But yeah, man, no, I completely disagree. I think that in this community, as you pour it in, it just pours back. Because honestly, it's been nothing but love. And it's not like we paying people. We usually coming to them, usually, you know, using their electricity.
Yeah.
You know, and but promoting them.
True.
And it grows. So I could understand as a businessman where you're like, yo, they don't want to pay money. Their kid's cheap. I completely
Well,
agree
that's
with
not
that.
my thing.
No?
Like at the end of the day, like you said, price is important.
Right.
I know it's important. We consumers too. I pay for my insurance every single month, just like
Right.
everybody else do. You
Right.
know what I mean? And I don't get a discount.
Y'all don't get a discount?
No.
Man, I almost said words to put who the
No.
company was
So,
and
like,
stop.
listen,
Y'all know who you are. You need to give some discounts.
But no, it's like I just, you know, there's a lot of people that support, like Justin said, but then there's a lot of people that maybe don't support just off of what we look like.
Biases.
Biases. You know
We're
what I
judging
mean?
us young black men. We giving y'all a chance to slowly walk over to us.
But then
Give
too,
us a
like-
chance to earn your
like you were
business.
saying too, like people got to understand with young people, and this is something that I'm trying to educate to older people. Young people just got done learning.
And still learning, in the
Still
process of learning.
Like
We can't stop. We can't afford to stop.
Somebody who 50 has been stuck in their ways doing this for so long, so they not hip to the you just got out. Y'all just got out. So the education and the knowledge is there, fresh.
The approach is different.
The approach is different. So a lot of time people are not younger people, but they get to meet them and know them, and they be like, "Oh, well, I should have been here."
Right.
So
For sure.
don't
I
let
get
it
that a lot
discourage
too.
you. Don't let it discourage you. Shit,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they said that off top.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they come in.
And I will say this too. I think, and that's part of the challenge. It comes with the terror. That's part of the challenge I want to take on too. Is like, it's a lot of people. I can understand why they a little bit hesitant to work with not just me, but young black people specifically in general, because like there's not a lot. You know what I mean? So that's part of like we gotta do a better job at making this the norm. So that people can feel more comfortable when they see young
surprised.
people,
Right.
black people, young black people, everyone doing this at a high level. Because we've seen
I'm
something.
definitely doing it at a high
Yeah,
level.
we
Sure.
seen what it looks like, especially in this industry. You know, rental car companies. We know what that typically looks like, and we don't look like that. You know what I mean? So we got to
It
make
look like
this.
us now though.
But y'all
Yeah.
don't carry yourselves as regular salesmen either, and that's what makes the difference.
I'm a professional though. I ain't gonna lie.
Is that what makes you stand out?
Through this conversation, I'm replacing that word salesman with professional. 'Cause,
True.
Like
Okay.
anything I do, I'm gonna do it at a high level.
Right.
I can sell anything. I walked away from sales because I got too good at it.
right.
In my own mind, I'm dead serious. Like I got tired of convincing people to do things that was benefiting this larger entity that I didn't own.
Oh God.
And
like-
you don't always agree with why they doing it.
I was selling used rental cars. Like, if I could sell used rental cars, I could sell anything.
Right.
I could sell toilet paper. I could sell crack to a white egg. Like, it don't matter what it is. Like,
That's dope. Yeah.
so
Welcome to the world.
sales itself, if you don't believe in the product, is deception. Call it what it is. Like, if you don't believe in the product through and through that it's going to deliver on what you say it's
That's why I
going to
got
do,
out
it's
of sales.
deception. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I have a hard time selling anything. If I don't believe in it, I don't take part in it. Like, straight
Right,
up.
and I'll add to that. Yeah, I like replacing sales to professional because, to be quite honest with you, I typically don't even have conversations with potential customers anymore.
Boss.
I'm gonna just keep it real. Like, you know what I
thought he was
mean?
finna give you a sound effect.
I have a team. I have a team that takes care of all of that.
Right.
And what I do is I, like Dion, educate, motivate, whatever he said in that interview. No, I like coach and develop a team to be the best
Right.
that they can be on, you know, getting new customers, explaining products, and on customer service. And I spend a lot of time doing that, making sure that the agency is running smooth, and also like I'm a marketing guy. That's social media, like everything,
You
billboards.
definitely kill it on social
like
media.
I am a
You got a
marketing
billboard
guy.
out here, ain't it?
Yeah.
Real media.
So I asked both of you this question. I had it worded differently, but it works better this way. So I asked you both, as professionals, as business owners, right? Usually it can come with a great big paycheck. So are y'all in this just for the money, or do you care about the customers?
So I'm about wealth. I am, but I'm more so about time personally.
Okay.
As far as my role to the community, I'm about making money and saving money, saving the community money, making the community money. But me personally, I'm about my time. Like I trade. There's no hourly salary that I could make sense for me in my head, and that's just in the place I am in life. Like I can't think of a number that I would trade my 60 minutes for this dollar amount. I don't know, because my 60 minutes are very important. Like when it comes to 60 minutes, I can make 10, 15 phone calls that are worth more than $15, you know? So I can't really, when it comes to time, that's my most valuable thing. That's what I seek. That's why I left my position at my previous corporate job. I wanted to spend more time with my family, with my kids, with my community.
Okay.
The money is like, because of my mindset, thank God for my mindset, I know the money's gonna always come. So like, because of, it's just the accumulation of things I've done, the experience I've had, where I've worked, the people I know, like all this different stuff is going to generate some form of income no matter where I am. So I know that that's the inevitable.
That's dope.
I just want to rack up time. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Be as free as you can.
Stack up the time. I know with time I can make more money at the end of the day.
Only thing you can't get back.
That's right.
Invaluable. We losing time, right?
He's like, come on now. Y'all saying a little show. Man, we done had shows go 5 hours. Yeah.
Drink champ style.
Say not tonight.
We definitely, you want to answer?
Yeah, I'll answer too. So,
I mean, a time frame.
I feel you.
I'll start with like, that's initially why I got into this. As I mentioned before, like, you know, situation I have with my son, I wanted more time to create more time for my family. So that's always number one. Time is important. Like if you went to someone, I think I saw this on Facebook recently. If I came to you and was like, hey, I'll give you $1 million right now, but you got to die tomorrow.
I've seen Buddy said that.
Who said that? Did you see that?
There's a black dude. He said it at a seminar.
Yeah.
He was like, would you take that? Or he was like, if I give you $1 million right now, but you have to be sick right when you take it. Or I had to give you $1 million right now and your mama had to die.
Right.
Like he started naming stuff.
That puts things into perspective, as to how valuable. Time is more valuable than money. Yeah. But time, that's why I initially got into that. Customers, I came back here to Kankakee. I could have went to Northwest Indiana. That's where they wanted me. Right. But I wanted to come to Kankakee because I wanted to make sure that people here in this community had a full understanding of what they was getting themselves into when it came to insurance. Because most people don't.
They don't.
And if I'm going to do that anywhere.
And that's not just a cultural thing, that's just in general, as in
that's
everyone.
Everyone. That's everyone.
Foreign language.
Yeah. So I could have did that very easily in Northwest Indiana, and I could have did it effectively. I could have cared about it, but for me to do this here in my hometown, it just means that much more to me. So community is important. Sure. But also, I want a certain lifestyle for myself, for my family. There's a lot of things that I want to do. You know, travel, a lot of nice things, a lot of luxury things. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, yeah.
That's a part of what I want.
Back when you said luxury things, I said,
you know what I mean?
That's
there's some things that I would like to do and have in this life. You know what I mean? That's just me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So with that, I gotta have X amount of dollars to be able to support that lifestyle. And that's just important to me. So to answer that question, all of it is important to me.
I think though, but because you're a high class individual, you're gonna do things naturally, even unconsciously, to put you in position to do that.
We have unconscious things.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We both under the Most High. I can say that much.
Right.
So we the money's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
You know what I'm saying? Because of a certain standard. If I had a choice between Chick-fil-A and Popeyes. I'm going to Chick-fil-A.
Come on,
I'm be
every
honest with you.
time.
I'm be honest. Like, I'm going to Chick-fil-A. Like,
It's like y'all had a conversation.
if I got a choice
like Chick-fil-A?
between Hennessy and what's
Glad we
you
got one,
drink?
my boy.
What did I use? Oh no. I tried that one time. I did it one time.
Hennessy or what's that?
E&J.
drink? Ian. Oh my god.
Irk and
If I got
Jerk.
a choice
Hell
between
no.
Hennessy and E&J or
Pick
cognac.
E&J.
There's a story behind this, by the
Douce and
way.
E&J.
You wanna tell the story?
I'm going Douce.
I'll tell the story.
Tell the
You was
story.
real excited about that.
Listen, so I never
E&J got a VSOP, just so y'all know.
listen.
Stop it.
I never had E&J before.
Oh, Irk and Jerk.
Justin had this
Never?
party at his house. Never had it until this
No, you
point.
should have never had.
Justin had this party at this house, and I was watching the Spice Adam videos on Instagram and YouTube. He always had E&J with him, so I'm like, let's do this E&J. So Spice Adams, he sold me. He's a salesman.
Brought
Got
it to the party.
Brought it to the
brought
party
it to people?
Oh yeah, but I knew it was a big deal because I was letting it be known. Everybody was like, "Don't buy E&J."
So
I'm
before
like,
you go there, how much did you pay for the E&J?
I don't know.
$11.99.
That's all right. That's
I was going to say, can't be more. It went
I don't
up.
know.
Everything went up. So it's probably like 15
It was at Jewel. I just pulled the trigger on
You
it.
paid a dub for that
I don't
shit.
know how much it
You
was.
paid $20 for some Irk
Listen,
and the
They got
Jerk.
change back.
I didn't care how much it was.
They
Spice
gave him most of his
Adams,
money back.
They charged Hennessy price.
Spice Adams said, "Listen, the old school cats they drink E&J." I'm like, I'm like, let me see what's to this.
You know the old school cats he talking about?
The old school cats that he act like in the videos. I'm
This the
assuming.
old school cats be sitting outside the bar when they walk past you like, hey, you be like, nah, I'm cool.
You know, those are
That's cool. Yeah, Jerk. You don't know what they doing.
Man.
Nah, cool.
Yeah.
Why you outside with the Irk and Jerk?
I think I took a shot of that too. I was ooh-wee.
Nah, how you mixy?
I left it at his crib. Is it still there?
Nah, probably. It was there for a long time.
Hell.
So okay,
Long
listen.
time.
Where in the shelf did you grab the Irk and Jerk? I gotta, as an ex-alcoholic, I'm gonna put
Honestly, I really couldn't even tell you.
It was
you on. So I'm
not
gonna teach you
behind
something. Anytime you gotta go to the bottom to grab it, leave that there.
Yeah.
That middle shelf,
Hey, we ain't got to worry about it no more though. I only drink
We're done
one
with
thing
it.
now.
That's what I'm gonna say. If, leave that shit there. Period.
I only drink one thing now, so we good. No, never again. But listen, I just felt like I had to experience that because
that's an experience you don't never want to.
It's,
That's how everybody
but see, you could
experience
talk about it. You could
I
talk
can talk
about
about it
it
'cause I
You
drank
could
a lot
talk
of
about
Irk and
it.
Jerk. I
But
was
listen,
young.
I couldn't talk about it. So I said, listen, I'm 20. I was 28.
You should just listen to him.
Brother, when a group of black men say don't grab that bottle, think about this.
I said, listen,
how many
man.
black men do you hear say, as collective,
100%.
don't grab that bottle?
100% of the black men that I asked.
That was your cue.
So I was like,
This ain't like Patron. You drink Patron?
Yeah.
You drink Patron?
Patron.
I don't drink Patron.
I don't drink Patron either. I drink Disbelief tequila, high quality people.
But you see what I'm saying?
Shout out
2 to 2
Shout
is
out
worth a
Disbelief.
shot. You drink EJ?
Hell no.
You drink EJ? I don't drink EJ.
But listen, I don't
know
That's
more.
all-
But listen, I can confidently say I don't drink E&J either.
We're proud of you. We're proud
You know what I
of you.
mean?
Oh,
Thank
God.
you. That's all I needed to know. That's all I needed to know.
Find out for yourself.
Yeah, I had to find out for myself. You know what I mean?
Fuck
You in
that.
it for the people or you in it for the money?
Both, bro. Because I love the people. I love the people.
people's
When I DJ,
champ,
I love the
Man,
people. But,
broke love
but,
the kids.
But I can't do them free gigs no more.
I'm proud of you, bro.
No more, bro. No more.
You
No
definitely,
more, no.
you definitely gave enough free joints away.
Bro.
Man, you ain't got one more in
Free
you.
vol-
It's barter.
I do. I got a couple. If it's new, like if it's a new partnership, I do the first event volunteer.
I don't even ask for that stuff,
know,
low key.
but-
I feel weird about asking for that.
Nah, man. Especially if it's for the kids or if it's for a benefit. First time I'll go ahead and either knock the price off or just do it, whatever.
That's understandable.
But for the most part, yeah, man, you gotta pay me, man,
Yeah.
because I'm cold.
My dude, I understand.
Time and experience.
Bruh, time.
That's what we
Long
paying
time.
for.
Yeah.
You ever been in a place where he DJ? Either y'all? Lit.
I'm gonna bring y'all.
Lit.
We got to make it happen. We got to figure this out.
Yeah. We talking about having a costume party looking like December. So we're gonna throw it out there. Be prepared. Probably within the next couple weeks. We also gonna be doing a live last week, tomorrow, next week when it come on soon.
Yesterday.
It'll probably come on before this. So I hope y'all saw that live.
Tomorrow.
We got to do a live for the $40 challenge as well.
Last Tuesday.
Yeah, for the 40. Yeah, all you have to do.
$40 challenge, baby.
With that big ass check.
Big ass check.
It ain't that big. It's big as hell. Big ass check. They giving out a big ass check for the 40.
Now $40.
There we go.
All they had to do was like, comment, share. That was
Subscribe.
it. Yeah, that was it.
That's it.
That was it. I just need to be able to prove you shared it, proved you liked it. That's it.
So, we're gonna have another.
We're doing a raffle. You got a chance to win $40.
There we
Brother
go.
40.
There we go.
Two dubs.
He don't play about that 40.
I see.
$40.
It was an 8.5. Yeah.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
My biggest, just in general.
I mean,
Fucking Android.
You know what, man?
He is.
Can't keep it a buck, man.
Yeah.
Bro, this your show.
My biggest pet peeve, man. I don't want to sound like a brute. I don't want to sound like
Now
that.
go ahead.
My biggest pet peeve is weakness.
Yeah.
My biggest pet peeve is
Break it
weakness and what's the word? Not irrelevant fear. I'm looking for a word. Fear that don't make sense. I can't think of the word I'm trying to.
Illogical fear.
Illogical fear. Weakness and illogical fear, because like we let so much just hold us back. And I do it
definitely
too.
a victim.
Like, I'm not speaking of I'm above all. I'm speaking of myself in hindsight. When I'm looking back on something, why didn't I say something to that person? Why didn't I step up and take care of that? Why didn't I make that phone call? Like, I get disgusted at myself sometimes of my own weaknesses and illogical fears. So like, anytime I'm around that and it's like, it's different if it's my first time experiencing it from somebody, but if it's somebody who has the same pivotal point of weakness or illogical fear, I get so annoyed by it. And I coach football too. I coach 13-year-olds. So like,
Where you coach football at?
up in Country Club Hills, Midwest Hawks.
Country Club.
Shout out to the Midwest Hawks.
Yeah, nationally competitive 13-year-olds. Like, we high level football, but it's certain kids on the team, and I learned through this 13-year-old season, this experience, that when it comes to them type of kids, let's say 13 and younger, kids in general, it's a group of them who you have to, most of them, you have to build up their confidence. They're kids. You know, they don't know left from right. They're kids. You got to build their confidence. It's 2 out of 10 in a group of 10 who you got to humble. Like, they think they just...
Overconfident.
You know what I'm saying?
He said that with a smirk.
Like, bro, you really think you that? You
You
not
Lamar Jackson.
good, but you feel me? Like,
Okay.
you good, but long story short, man, like, the kids who, it's one out of that 10 who, like, they just beat themselves up, like, oh, I can't do it. And like, I work with that because they my kids,
Yeah.
my shorties, but I'm like overly aggressive with it. Like, if I know you got some insecurities, unconfidence, because I'm your coach and I'm only see you for X amount of time, I'm gonna pick at that. Because in real life, people gonna do it all the time.
That's
And,
true.
like,
That's true.
I'm gonna work it out of you. So like, when I do, I ain't gonna say I pick, I'm not a bully, but like, if it's a kid on my team who has a particular weakness or something that he just unconfident about, I'm gonna keep picking at it until he realized that it don't matter. Like, he realized, coach keep messing with me about this, coach keep messing with me. I'm only messing with you about it because you keep complaining about it.
bothering you.
You feel me? So like, I don't know, weakness and illogical fear, it just makes me cringe or something. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. Because you know what? What's crazy is the same thing actually bothers me a lot. But I never thought about it and why that happens. And excuses.
Especially in men. These things, especially in men. Nigga, I can
Yeah.
Set that shit up.
with women, it's women.
Yeah.
It's women and children. But with grown men,
It's tough.
Listen, and it's for me, I think about this. Especially, you know, when I'm going through some stuff. And I guess I tell myself this. It's like, man, at the end of the day, somebody has it way worse than you. And they figured it out.
That is true.
And they figured it out.
And figured it out.
That's true.
You know what I mean? They aren't just having it way worse than you, and they're just like, there's people that have it way worse, and they're just kind of like dwelling in that. But there's people that have it way worse that figured it out.
And it can always be worse where you at.
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, somebody said, there's people in the world who would beg for your problems.
Oh, God.
And that made me,
Bro.
Oh, God.
well, I had a situation where I'm just like, I got 9 cars. I only got 2 on rent. Like, I got to stop. Like, Bro, you got 9 cars.
My mentor calls it. My mentor calls it first world problem.
Yeah.
If you wasn't living in this great country you live in, regardless of how you feel about politics or anything else, treatment of anybody, if you wasn't living in such a powerful, prosperous country that you live in, you wouldn't have the things that we complain about and man, I'm tired of eating the same things. There's people who you could be way worse.
Right.
There's people in third world countries like, yo, I'm tired of not eating.
We talking about Flint. There's people who got no water, yet alone water that they can drink at all. Like they drink it, they sick and die. Like
right.
we got faucets, bro. Like,
there's people over here talking about, I ain't drinking no Aquafina. I ain't.
Man,
I hear you, but I don't understand why that's such a big deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like if that's all that you got right now, go ahead, drink it.
Yeah, that's what
you drink.
Yeah, there's raised on faucet water. I'm not afraid.
Always a worse situation. Like if you really put things in perspective, when I'm going through some real stuff, like that's what I think about. There's people that have it worse than what I have right now. It figured it out.
What's your pet peeve, bro?
Bruh. Mustard, mayonnaise.
He's so serious. That's sandwich.
People with Androids.
What am I doing?
Android is.
Yeah, boy.
No, I'm with them
Pay
too.
me to go to iPhone.
I'm starting to be more compassionate though, so I'm trying to learn how to
Work an Android.
understand people and their excuses and stuff. Because I was just like
You definitely way worse to an extreme.
it to the extreme.
Yeah, you was the
I was like
exact
y'all to
opposite.
the T, bro. Like I ain't trying to hear no excuses, no nothing. Suck that shit up and do it.
Yeah.
Especially men.
Let's get
Don't
to
nobody
it.
want to hear us talking that
Women
shit.
had 2 minutes.
Let's
They
get
gonna
to it.
give us 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You can vent for 10 minutes, bro. You still gotta figure that
In
shit
the
out.
best case.
In the best case. But I mean,
Solutions. How you gonna fix it?
how you gonna fix it? So,
Right.
just stuff like that.
I'm with it.
I was having a conversation today, and like people who we was talking about mental health, and just learning more about that, and the people who criticize mental health people, that's starting to get on my nerves too lately, because that's major. Not a lot of people understand it or want to even look at it like that, because the new mental health is people who look like us now. Like it ain't people who physically got a problem. You know what I'm saying? So
It's the problem of projection, right? Your demons are yours. Yours are yours, yours are yours, mine are mine, right? Explain to me my demons.
Right.
Not yours. I mean, just right now for what you know already, explain to me my demons. You could have a perspective. You could look at me and throw me a few demons that you will believe. Some you'd be right. Some you'd be way off. And it's vice versa. I can't come to you and then how do I address your demon, which is completely different to his demon? Growing up same way, y'all thinking like the energy flow, all props for 2 different demons. You know what I mean?
That's the ultimate solution. Coming from a faith background, it's the fruits of the spirit. Like you can solve anything with love, with
I
forbearance, with faith, with certain things. Like what can't you solve with love? And I'm not talking about physical ailments, but like.
But again, if your demon, you can't see past your demon to see that love, right? How can I talk? You got to get you past that demon. I can talk to you. I can describe what the light look like. I can tell you all the glorious ways. I can hold your hand when you with the demon. But again, it's your demon to battle. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us have this perception of, well, my demon is this way. So how can I come? So I'm going to tell you how to deal with that demon. This is how you deal with that demon. That's not that demon. That's this demon. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, yeah.
Like, of course, I agree that love conquers all. But if you can't get to the love, you can't see the light. So patience, like he said, him learning it, like patience is a lot of that way. And that's probably why I'm so outgoing and loving it. Because I know my own demons. And there ain't no way I could come to you and you be like, man, I'd have had a long day out of it. I can't just come over. This how you fix it for sure.
You think everybody can be helped, or you think some people can't be helped?
So I think with enough time and love, everyone can be helped. But I can't tell you what your path is. Right? So as you said, you want faith, it's already pre-written. So I can't tell you what your path is. All I can do is help along that time. I just can't overly invest into it so that my demon doesn't start trying to dance with yours.
Yeah. That's the key point.
You know what I mean? Because I'm over here already battling.
Spirits.
And now they tagging in. Whoa, Mitch, take your demon back.
Yeah,
My bad,
yeah.
Dusty. Take your demon. I done it again. Take your demon back. But no, I'm with you though. that's tough. That mental illness is
No, for real. And then you don't, like you said, if it ain't you don't think about it like that.
right.
Like we had a situation where we had a family member just pass due to that. And you don't think about it, man, because when people come around you and they cool, they just be talking. They just be regular. And then you figure out how they passed or whatever the case is, you be like, damn, you don't see no signs of none of that.
How do you ask for help? As a man, bro, how you ask for help?
But we gotta.
I mean, and I'm not saying like,
No, not even
yo,
that.
let me borrow $10 real quick because I can't get to this. I'm talking like legitimate.
But we gotta stop saying that though, bro.
But I'm not saying it negatively. I'm saying it
not even
directly.
I'm not saying you saying the negativity. I'm saying like a lot of guys say that like they don't have that outlet. But this is what stuff like this is for. You know what I'm saying? So people have to be comfortable. If somebody come to you asking you what's wrong, you got to be open enough to be like, okay, this is it. You can't ask for help. Then when the help comes, you be like, well, I don't want to talk about it. So then we can't help you. You know what I'm saying?
To an extent.
So it's
because that's still that demon.
But if you have a demon, if you have a demon and you lunging for some help some type of way, you reaching out for some help some type of way, whether you're acting out, saying something.
You got to realize it. I think that's the first path to help is realizing you need it. Because you can't help nobody that don't.
But at the same, you got to realize you need it, right? Yeah. So when you realize you need help, you going to do something, whether it's your norm or out of the norm, for your brother to see, okay, something wrong with my bro, I got to say something. So if you say something, you got to be open enough to tell him too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't stiff arm your bro.
True.
If that's the only person who can recognize what's wrong with you. So it's both ends to that.
It's vulnerability on both sides.
Both sides, bro. And it's like, that's a conversation that we don't have. And some people scared to come out and say stuff. Some people don't know how to accept what's being said to them. Like, it's tough all around, bro. So when people criticize that, that's starting to piss me off a little bit.
Okay.
Because it's like, like you said, you don't know the demon.
Yeah, man. These demons are...
I think it comes to agreeance though, because like that just made me think of something, right? When two people agree on something, it becomes reality, right? So say it is an example where you're trying to help somebody, and I'm just spitballing, I'm just thinking through the process, but say it's some example, you're trying to help somebody, but they don't see it. They don't see that they need help.
Right.
Maybe you bring in a third person that cares about them, and y'all, that's where the therapist comes in. Because like when two people agree, maybe that person that needs the help can see it.
Them seeing that you giving
one-on-one.
the effort, like if I don't get it, but you bring your brother to help me get it.
You
now
feel
you
me?
done brought Ryan to help me get it.
Now you see two people that, okay.
Something really wrong if all three of y'all wrong.
Right.
So I gotta pick
But
that
again,
up.
though, bro, we all, you know how they say everybody has a different love language. We all receive love differently. It's the same way how you receive information, right? Like you may receive great through a book. You may just be that reader who just flip through the pages and you just get it. He has to see somebody, and I'm sure as a younger brother, that's what it is. He learns really well watching somebody do the steps. I don't even need you to do it again. Appreciate it. You good.
Who, me personally?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm the opposite.
No?
I'm the reader, and I had a big debate.
Really?
I'm a reader. Like, reader.
That's him.
Man.
Yeah.
Some everything.
So he's the reader, and he's a trial by error. He's not going to learn it. He needs to touch it, do it himself,
I'm
and
a
walk
try
through it
by
to
error
get
guy.
it. Yeah.
That's why I try to E&J.
This is true. So I don't blame you. But you know, not
they
do
gotta
that
be
shit, though,
SOP. You
bro.
gotta keep
Do it
telling
again.
you.
Now if you buy NJ again, you on some bullshit.
Yeah.
No, they got the VSOP, so if you got
I'm not doing that either.
Not
No.
the VSOP. Not the top shelf.
Anything
Top
that's-
shelf,
Any
bottom
type
shelf.
of initials, I ain't
Yeah.
drinking, bro.
Oh, not giving it another
You have a
shot.
whole name on it.
Shout out to Keno Willow. Christian Brothers used to be our joint. White Christian
Yeah,
Brothers.
we get that name.
It was underneath the bottom of the shelf. You had to reach, twist it out. It was bad. Ooh, we loved it though.
Man.
For sure. So when you hear the words Kankakee, I'm gonna start with you.
Me?
Wait. Oh, no, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
You wanna do that one?
Yeah.
When you hear the words Kankakee, if you got one, bring it back. Because I'm moving now because I got put on the time.
Oh yeah, we on time.
Yeah. So when you hear the word Kankakee, what does it mean to you?
My motherfucking city, man.
I got tons of typos in there. I
That's
never
it.
even looked.
My city, man.
That's it,
I get
first.
excited, bro.
Yeah, you
I
do.
love my city.
You do.
Yeah, I love it, bro. I love it. Yeah.
You do.
I love it.
Biggest free promoter you'll ever get is that
Yeah,
dude there.
yeah,
He been posting everything.
Yeah,
Reshared it real.
Yeah, I love Kankakee, man.
Yes.
That's where you from is what made you. Even if you move away.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love it.
What you got, Vince?
Growth.
Growth? Okay.
Kankakee, whether y'all realize it or not. A lot of people, I see people on Facebook complaining about this and that and this and that. Listen, Kankakee is about to blow up.
It's moving.
I'm telling you, whether you see it or not, whether you want to get in now or not, Kankakee is about to blow up. So I say growth. That's another reason why I'm here.
I like that.
I think family and responsibility when I think Kankakee. I mean, my family's like deeply entrenched here. Can't get away from it. Can't go nowhere without somebody like you. So you either this person cousin, this person brother, this my dad's son. So I definitely think family and that responsibility. Like, and I'm at a stage in my life where, like you said, I was a rough young brother. Like I was kind of a rough kid. Like if you surveyed all my teachers, my aunties, uncles, my parents, if you surveyed all the adults in my life as a kid, half of them probably thought I would have been in jail, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know,
Really?
with the way I was, coming from the city I was in, my peer group, my friends that I ran with, most of them got locked up, been locked up. Some of them dead. You know, it's a lot that is different. And people who I grew up with, they'll meet me today and I'm like a completely different person. Like, back then, mothers would say I was a hothead. People who met me college or later would be like, I've never seen you upset. Like, never seen me, like, even, you know what I'm saying? So when I think of the Keys, man, it's like my family is here. We deeply entrenched. And to the growth thing, I truly see us as like a piece of that puzzle of growth. Like, the responsibility, like, I damn near feel obligated to participate in Kankakee's economic growth. Because why? We see it, bro. Like,
It's
we grew.
beautiful.
If you look at the city from when we were shorties to now,
Just look at all the small businesses.
how could you ignore
It's
it?
crazy.
Like, and I tell it's business owners who I talk to that's younger, I say 30 and under, who say like, oh, I ain't going to invest in Kankakee from a business perspective, real estate perspective. And they take it for granted. I'm like, bruh, it's different. You thinking like everybody else. You know, you're a business owner now. This is a conversation I have with them.
Yeah.
You gonna let John Schmo from Idaho just scrolling through Redfin? Let's think practical. He just scrolling through Redfin and Zillow and sees a good price 3-bedroom property. You gonna let him buy that from Idaho and you drove by this same house for the last 5 years?
Happens all the time.
And it wasn't even a for sale sign. It was abandoned. And you let this man buy it for $20,000.
And it's going to be rented.
And it's gonna be rented.
And he in Idaho. Like, come on, bro. It's we gotta just think more practically, simply. 1 + 1 = 2. Like,
I like that.
man.
I can't wait till we start doing the all-in show property investments.
I mean, ASAP.
Yeah,
As soon as I start getting them.
for sure.
As
That'd
soon
be
as I
great.
hit this lotto, nigga.
Man.
What's your top 3 cereals?
Of all time?
All time.
Reese's Puffs, Captain Crunch, Frosted Flakes.
My man said I'm on it.
Frosted Flakes, Fruit Loops, but Reese's Puffs #1 for
Reese's
sure.
Puffs,
Captain
wow,
Crunch,
bro.
Captain Crunch and Reese's Puffs interchangeable.
Okay.
Frosted Flakes.
But Frosted
is a go-to.
Flakes,
That's a go-to.
Fruit
The
Loops.
GOAT.
That's a go-to.
Frosted
bro.
Frosted Flakes is the GOAT. It's an everybody top.
But you got to eat them in 30 seconds though.
Yeah.
But we
See,
know
I
that.
like the soggy.
Quickly.
Oh.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's like E&J. He drink E&J.
If you eat soggy, it's different over here.
If you eat soggy Frosted Flakes, you drink E&J.
I told you I did. I got no
Damn.
For me,
Hold on, what do you think about when you hear Kankakee?
I sure tried to slide. What I connection. Kankakee, a lot of people look at Kankakee and they don't understand the power of the small town of Kankakee. Kankakee is connection. If we only use that connection the way that we know everybody to barter and share and grow together, the power we would all have. And I'm not speaking, I'm just talking your groups to your groups to your groups to my groups and just intertwining groups. You know, the whole, you go to a store. When the last time y'all went to a grocery store in Kankakee and y'all didn't know somebody there?
Bro.
never.
Every time I come here, bro.
When I go to Chicago, I could go weeks without seeing somebody I know.
I love it.
And it's you like it like
Yeah,
that?
I was like,
so I was
sometimes-
the same way at first. When I first moved there, I was like, this is cool. I could just do, I could go bummy if I wanted to. I don't know these.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it just goes dark because it's like, man, I kind of miss running into such and such.
Yeah.
I see them and they used to tell me tell me it's the new song they listening to. Now I got to go doing all this digging for music.
Yeah.
Or I used to run into Mitch. Mitch used to keep me up to date with his family.
Dusty.
That's you know what. So when he first got the name Broke Dusty,
Shout out to Dusty.
Lately, all I want to do is call him by his government. My apologies.
Who's that?
But
I don't know who that is.
But Broke Dusty, the brokest to the dustiest. My apologies.
Yeah.
There we go. I had to get back on track.
Yeah, but it's a connection that you don't realize it's a power because we are communicative creatures. And it feeds you, and you don't realize that until you go away from it. Mm-hmm. It's nice to get a break from it, but eventually, that's why everybody from Kankakee always comes back. Not even just to live, just you do the whole I ain't coming back. I ain't because it's the connection, and you can't get that nowhere else.
That's why I moved. That's another reason why I moved back too.
Yeah,
I lived in Cal City for 3-4 years,
and I bet it was love, but it just wasn't.
It was cool to be close to Chicago. You can move around. I was just in Northwest Indiana last night, and I was just telling my wife, I'm like, man, I miss living up here, but. It's like, gee, when I was living up here, I miss living in Kankakee.
Yeah, it's a connection.
Low key,
you can't get nowhere else. It's a comfort that it just you. Everybody always talks about consistency, and if it's one thing this town gives you, it's consistency.
Yeah,
because things don't change too fast. They change. But it just ain't too fast.
But with that,
right now.
With that, things are very slow down here compared to up north. Yeah. And that's partially why I moved back down because it's a great place to raise a family. But I will say, you still have to. I still have to go to Chicago. I still have to go to the south suburbs because it's a different pace. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like for what I do, the energy that I get when I'm in Chicago is way different than it is down here. And I need that. I need to feed myself. But most of the time, I really do enjoy being down here by the river.
You just don't realize it until you go home from it for a while.
But you still need that energy. You still got to feed yourself.
Faster pace. I get tickets every other month.
Cereal slick. That was his way of trying to think.
The same too. Reese's, Frosted Flakes, probably Captain Crunch. No, not Captain Crunch. Cinnamon Toast.
Tough.
There we go.
Good outlier there.
Yeah, probably
that was 3.
Toast, my boy. I'm trying to think anyone close to.
Hurry up, Vince. Take it from him because he gonna be there all day.
I don't need 3. I got 1.
Dang. Okay.
Captain Crunch Berries. That's it.
Just the Crunch Berries.
Put the Crunch Berries in there.
Captain Crunch
with the Christmas
Berries. I don't need a second. I don't need a third
because I got my cereal.
I'm not gonna eat it.
That's all you ever ate. Crunch Berries.
Gotta have the Crunch Berries.
We was poor, so I don't. A lot of the more higher end cereals I didn't get all the time.
He said the higher. Yeah, you have to get the cereal from the bottom shelf.
In the bag.
On the bag.
The bag. Yeah. So again, while y'all was hating on Frosted Flakes, the ones from the bag, they're a little stale, so they sit that little longer and they a little thicker. You know what I'm saying? The Captain Crunch really cut. Yeah. No, so probably you based off of the generics was probably Frosted Flakes is the GOAT, Honey Nut Cheerios is the health. Man. And then I'm probably
not bad at Honey Nuts.
I'm gonna probably be real on the outline with this Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles was a smacker.
No, I don't know about that.
They better without milk, bro.
They're a little sweet.
They better out the box.
A little tangy, I feel like.
That was me.
Like that. It was a little.
You got some more for us?
That was 3.
No, some other questions.
So I got tons of questions, but you got me on the timeline. So I'm jumping.
Kankakee not no small town, bro.
You don't think so?
We gotta stop saying that. Cause we in a different Kankakee in 1980 maybe. This is after the golden ages. Kankakee maybe 1980 small town. I give it to you, but we in the era of the virtual. We in the virtual world.
Yeah,
where your customers all from Kankakee?
No.
So the thing is, Kankakee. I look at Kankakee from a virtual perspective, and I realize that it's a multi-million person market because our network plus your network plus his collectively, this is we put some duties. He got a lot of followers. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's true.
The kid in why am I blanking on his name? I want to shout him out so bad. But in Arizona, y'all know what I'm talking about. Running back.
Jay Ward.
Jonathan Ward. Shout out.
I'm saying?
To Jonathan Ward.
Aubin Bell. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of Kankakee has
You got T Murph.
Network. You know what I'm
T Murph is my boy.
Huge network.
I'm mad I missed this show.
Like, bro,
missed it
so
too. Didn't have a babysitter.
we gotta stop looking at Kankakee like a small town.
You right.
It's a small town. So
You
big,
right.
it's a big market. And if
It's
you
a
can blow
medium
up
town.
here, we ain't Chicago. We ain't no big city, but
Right.
Getting there.
But you know what's
Not
crazy though?
Wilmington.
No matter who you talk to, like people know one or two things. They know where Kankakee is, or they know somebody from Kankakee.
here.
Yep, 1 or 2.
I bring it up when we talking to people in Indiana
Any other
and
state.
somewhere in the middle of nowhere in Illinois, like.
My wife's sister.
Yeah, they're like, where you at? I'm like, Kankakee, you know what that is?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, I know where Kankakee is. I got a cousin in Kankakee. Like,
I'm in a casino in San Juan, Puerto Rico. I put this on the city. I'm in San Juan, Puerto Rico. At the casino, I'm a couple of drinks in. I'm just talking to the dude about to cash out my chips. And I don't know how the conversation came up. I said I was from Kankakee. He's like, oh, you guys come down here all the time. He asked me if I knew somebody or something. I was so thrown off by him even knowing Kankakee. I'm like, wow. Like,
yeah, man.
San Juan, Puerto Rico. Shout out San Juan.
Everywhere.
Shout out to San Juan.
San Juan.
Shout out to traveling, man.
Man.
Shout out to people who get out and see. It's easy to say that the city is trash until you get out and get a taste of other places. Then you realize, man, for it to be small, medium city, yeah, it ain't that bad. It ain't that bad.
A lot of crazy
But if
people.
you stuck here all the time, yeah, you get stuck anywhere all the time.
Right.
That's when stress happens.
And people say it no matter what city they come from. Like, you can be from the city of Chicago, you can be from LA, you can be from Miami, anywhere. They be like,
They look at me like I'm crazy with it in Chicago when I tell them I love Chicago.
yeah, they be like, I'm trying to leave. I need a better life.
You'll be back.
Elsewhere. But the thing is, what you got to realize is, I hate to be so real right now, but like moving to a different location ain't gonna make your life better or worse most of the time. You gotta change you.
You right.
And the people that you surround yourself with.
Perception.
You know what I mean? So I mean that's one of the biggest things. Same thing with Kankakee. Like if you feel like, oh, it ain't nothing for me in this town. Like, I came back and opened up a whole business in Kankakee.
And thriving.
The same town that other people say there's no opportunity in.
Right.
Like, there's opportunity here. You just got to either find it or create it. You know what I mean? So
You right.
That's the case with anywhere.
So I'm laying this in y'all lap. We always ask this question because we think it's really important so that people see all types of family life and the effect that it has on children and showing that we are a lot similar as human beings than we all realize. Your relationship with your parents, what was that like? I'm laying it in both y'all laps so y'all could give us the intermingling as siblings.
It was probably different for both of us.
Probably. I mean, it was good though.
Yeah.
You know, our parents worked a lot.
Yeah.
So like it made us probably a lot more independent than we realized because we was just on our own like from a very young age. Like it was 3 of us. So I think we had babysitters, but like from their mindset, like
Y'all got it.
yeah, like they'll figure it out.
They'll probably be so embarrassed.
I'm going to work. I'll be back.
Open the door.
We had cereal, milk. You know
Hey,
what I'm saying?
food, the fridge was all, we always had enough food, all that
Bread.
stuff.
Right.
Miracle Whip. Shit.
His nose turned up.
I tell you,
like
you're
the
right
miracle
though. You're
whip.
right.
Miracle decent, bro.
Our parents they were supportive though. Like
Yeah. They never missed a game or any of that.
nothing. You
They
know,
never missed anything.
Both parents?
Yeah, they was both always there.
I got more whoopings probably easily.
Easily.
I was wild.
Easily.
He led the league in whoopings.
Yeah. Definitely had a stat line like triple double on the whoopings. 10 belts, 10 hands, 10 swings.
On that side, I was at all the tournaments.
He for sure led the league. But yeah, I would say the same thing. I think we had a great childhood, but like he said, man, like our parents was always so busy. My mom was in real estate, so she was grinding. My dad was running a nonprofit organization. Outside of that, they ran a church. They had other things that they were a part of. So it's like, man, when we got out of school, we would a lot of times just go to my grandma's house who lived right behind us on M, you know.
Shout out to grandma.
Shout out to grandma.
Shout out to
still with
Granny.
us.
Shout out to Riverview too.
Shout out to
Granny,
Riverview.
Shout out to Granny, Mame, if y'all know, man.
Pawpaw.
Legendary, man. They literally like, our parents raised us, but they played a major part in that too because, our parents, they were like us as young people. It's kind of interesting. Like we do it a different way. And I think that's what we saw in them. Like they were grinding. They wanted to provide a lifestyle for us that at a certain level, which they did a great job at, but they had to put a lot of time into that. And we saw like our childhood and all the things that we did growing up, and our parents had to work really hard for that. And we like, we want to do that for our kids too, but we just want to be a little smarter about it. You know what I mean? So at least that's how I look at it. And because the thing is, every night we probably wouldn't see our parents till like 7:30 or so, 8 o'clock.
They had the church. They both work full time, and I'm realizing that we unconsciously are setting up our lives to be able to be there for our kids. Not more than our parents, but like.
But more to your parents.
But our parents,
not saying they did a bad thing.
Yeah, they come from a generation that's like we just take for granted. We're so closely removed from slavery, literally slavery. Like they're the generation after the generation after the generation that was slaves. So yeah,
I was learning shit.
So don't take nothing away from them.
But they did all that, and I will say our games, they never missed a game. They never missed a graduation. Like if it was important to us, they never missed a band concert.
My mom's in the hospital for my high school graduation. I don't know why, but.
So she still had it on video though, and she was still crying on FaceTime.
Sad. I was like,
hey, that's Mama's boy that for sure. He came through. She still had it on video. You better recognize this. Yeah, that's OG.
Well,
talking on the camera.
You gotta, want to make it look bad. You know what I mean?
He sent me a long text too before I was
That's cute. So
how does that relate to your relationship with your children and how you both are as parents?
I try to be. We come from the whooping era too. I could never whip my kids realistically.
Never ever.
Never ever. Like I did. I never ever. I gave my daughter a whooping once.
Okay.
She was like 3.
You felt bad?
Felt terrible. I never did it again. But it was circumstantial. We was trying to so from 1 to 3, she slept with us in the bed, and at 3 we was trying to get sleeping on bed. And I'm talking about she would get out the bed and just start throwing stuff.
Because that's all she do all her life.
It's toys hitting the wall, toys hitting the TV. I gotta take the TV out now that she just throwing stuff at the wall. I'm like. Ooh. She's 3. She shouldn't be this way. I kept having to get out the bed, get out. This all in one night. I got out of bed like 6 times. 6 times.
He was hot.
Oh, my baby girl. I never did it again though. Never did it again.
Okay. Shout out to baby girl with the whoop.
Shout out.
With the whoop. The one with the one. You remember when you was 3? You wanted it again?
Oh God, right.
It's like Thunder when she's like 17. Do you remember?
You remember when you was 3? Nah, do it again. Probably.
Whole time he know he's just bluffing the whole time.
I'll probably do it again if you think about it.
It's definitely the soft daddy attitude. I can't whoop my ideas.
You ain't never whooped neither?
I have. But
But it ain't warranted like it was.
It's over with.
It's because y'all know how to communicate. It's
over
different.
with.
Yeah, not that whole
go-to back
what
then.
I say goes and that's exactly
it.
Bro, that's how they communicated. Didn't I tell you? I don't remember. Smack. What?
Figured out you was right.
I still don't remember.
Sorry for whooping your ass.
They all apologize for that.
Sorry,
too,
Black Dynamite. For kicking your ass like that.
How's it correlate for you?
Man, for me, I kind of already touched on it a little bit, but I just remember, it's not a knock because, like I said, my parents was working so hard. But I don't know if anybody knows this, but I was a horrible student.
Were you?
Man, I hate to say it on camera, but I'm not going to say what I graduated with, the GPA, but it's probably lower than everybody
It's
here.
none of my business.
And most of the people that's watching this.
You walked the stage, ain't it?
Barely. Barely. I'm telling you, man.
Skated through there.
Man, I barely made it. But I think I was always a smart kid, but because my parents wasn't there to hold us accountable and make sure we did our homework, like we were all able to get away with anything academically. You know what I mean? Yeah, like Jackie, our sister, she was always a good student. She did what she was supposed to do. Me and Justin, we on the game after school. And you know what? It was partially because I had this attitude. I was such a bad student. I said, man, if y'all had me in school for 8 hours, and I got practice after that. You know what I mean? Even if I don't got practice, I don't care. Y'all kept me here for 8
High
hours.
school logic. Keep going.
This is me since 4th grade. I'm like,
Shout out to the 4th graders who watching. Don't be like him. Keep going.
I'm not putting in.
4th graders.
I'm not putting in any more time at home. Y'all took enough of my time at school.
I've been at school all day.
I think y'all grown. That's y'all problem.
I've been at school all day, bro.
Like, why?
You told your mama that?
You've been at work all day, Sherry. You want to do some more?
You told your mama that?
Yes.
I bet she told you all.
No, I just started doing all my work at the school.
That was me.
That's what I learned.
But my thing is, if I didn't get it done at school,
It wasn't done.
it just wasn't gonna get done.
Fuck it.
It just wasn't gonna get done.
I'll finish it tomorrow.
And listen, because because my parents weren't like, they were always
Black
working.
belt samurai.
Man, I used to
I bet
take
you think
whoopings. I used to take whoopings for bad grades. I used to eat those. Like at the end of the day, that's when I was getting whoopings. It was mostly because of grades. Yeah. It's like at the end of the day, man. Like I'm still not about to do this homework because I was just at school for 8 hours.
8 hours, bro.
Like my time is also valuable. How you gonna take up my entire day and then want me to do homework till 6?
And I gotta do it tomorrow?
So my mom didn't work from my age of 4.
Wait. Let me finish this though.
Go ahead.
Let me finish this. So for me, as a parent to my kids, again, I want to be there. And I want to be able to hold my kids accountable so they can be good students.
One of them gonna do the same thing.
But I know, but listen, I know all the tricks, all right? I know if ain't no report card showing up for years at a time, right?
Years.
Let me check this year. Let me check a little Skyward.
I'm going to the school if I had to.
Heck, you know,
to see
that's
what the
funny.
grades look like. I know y'all got 4 quarters and I need 4 report cards and 4 midterm grades, all right?
No grades in 2 years.
That's
You done
funny.
went
They
through.
just passing you grades.
How you in high school and I ain't see the report card?
Man,
in
that's
6th
what
grade.
my mom would be like. My mom would tell you, I don't know. Like, y'all didn't know what was going
Wrong
on.
address for you. The right one for him.
Nah, I used to swipe that mail so
Yeah.
Ain't nobody get report cards.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was you were supposed to.
Man, get
Oh,
the
bless,
report
man.
card, man. These when teachers are calling at home, we got home before the parents. We checking voicemails, delete. I'm talking about like, no, y'all have no clue.
We checking mail for moms this
My mama wielded that belt like Bruce Lee wielded his hands and feet. When I tell y'all, she didn't work from my age of like 4 to like 10, right? And when she did work, it was voluntary, right?
Man.
So she was always there. There was no get any report
They called
cards.
the
You know,
house, she answered.
She's on the line.
she on the porch throwing the belt like nunchucks. Hey, you was talking in class too much
Man,
today.
today.
Yeah, you was talking in class too. Oh man, I didn't. But I was trying to tell her. No, I got something.
knew what was
Look,
happening.
throwing this belt ain't hitting herself at all. She just come on. Man, my mama wasn't no joke. My mama was so serious, bro. When it came to the whoopers, but like she throw a shoe at you or something, my mama throw that shoe and she missed, you had to give it to her and go back to the same spot.
again.
She had to get you. She had to know she still had it. Do you know how hard that is as a man? Like, I'm a young man. I gotta stand here and let this grown woman hit me with a shoe. And she just missed. So now she better throw it hard
Here
to
you
get
go,
it
Mom.
right.
Go ahead and take another shot.
Right, you were the one giving it back to her.
She's like, you're 0 for 1, Mom. Let's try to go 1 for 2 this time.
The 4-piece. The shoe was easier than the 4-piece.
I'm not gonna give you your weapon.
I'll take the shoe.
I take the shoe over the 4-piece.
You better give me something. I ain't finna give it back to you. And I gotta run again?
As a child, whenever somebody be like, your mom be whooping you, my mama like, test your might.
Man.
Remember they used to have to beat up the cars and do all that crazy stuff on Street Fighter? That's how my mama treated me like I was the
ever
car.
gave you a whooping. You caught the belt. Sheesh.
So look, I was 6 years old.
I
I was 6 years old. Caught the belt. I ain't taking a whooping no more. This don't even hurt no more.
Tried to.
Oh, it don't? My mama tackled me, sat on my back, and just gave it to me then.
God, that's
I don't understand.
More story is, don't try your mama.
Never. Shout out to my I love you to death. And I ain't trying to talk bad about you. I'm just telling the story.
Right. Hey,
You know my moves. Huh?
Talking bad about somebody.
man.
Them bears.
Mamas don't play, boy.
Oh, you still want to talk mamas when I say bears, huh?
Man, they don't play.
No, they don't.
That's why I had to hide everything from her, so she'd never know.
Y'all beasts, bro.
Nah, bro, I used to have them morning detentions. I used to tell them we had football practice.
That's smart.
I ain't even play on the team. I wasn't even on the team. We got practice in the morning. I wish she would have found out I had morning detention, bro.
Wow.
That mean you acting a fucking fool.
You acting a fool so much. You got to do
You
extra
gotta
school.
do detention. You gotta come to school early.
I'm gonna take you up.
I never signed up for early detention, bro. I used to just take my L.
fuck that.
My punishment was in junior high, if I got a detention, I had to just walk home, and it was like 1.5 miles walk.
Bro,
I got a whooping for doing that walk.
that's why I didn't stay after the school. I wouldn't have had no ride. None of that.
Saturday.
No
detention.
ride, especially when it was cold.
Saturday detention was.
I had
I
one.
never
bro.
had one.
I had one.
Give me mine in the morning.
That's
That's cold.
Take mine.
I just gotta be there early. We got a little tutoring.
We could split up the Saturday. It was 4 hours, so you could come. You could do morning detention or afternoon throughout the week. 4 days. You couldn't. You had to do the Saturday.
Man, what was love in high school was when I rode the bus as an underclassman. Our bus came super late. We had the second load, so when we had a detention, you could just
Hell
serve
yeah.
your time.
The bus late.
Serve your
wouldn't
time,
even
and then
know.
catch the bus
Yeah,
home.
the bus late.
Clutch. Please and thank you. I'll take that every time. You like it's like
It's
you
the
going.
same
criminal,
thing,
bro.
Yeah,
Y'all
Okay,
were
you would sit on this side of the
Detention,
lunchroom instead of this
You
side.
just had to be
Graders
quiet.
writing all of this down.
Man, they
You
need
just had to
better
be
learn.
quiet.
Them the only days I did homework.
And then you come back the next day to the bus room where everybody talking. You like, man, I had that detention yesterday. I had to serve my time real quick. Yeah.
That's why you went on the bus.
No, you still caught the bus. You just couldn't sit
second
and
one,
talk.
yeah.
You couldn't sit and talk with all the kids.
That second bus.
Man, the second load was a game changer.
Bro, I'm trying
Game
to tell you.
changer.
Yeah, it was
Y'all was
different,
little
man.
convicts, just no report cards, late buses,
You was getting beat on, huh?
beat on.
Something like them bears.
Them bears getting beat on.
No need for bear slander.
Y'all want to talk about this last game?
Oh,
the Washington, what they called?
Sheesh.
The Washington.
Cucamonga
The
cracker
Washington,
skipper. You want tickets?
the Washington football team.
Yeah. What was it 7-12?
Man, horrific.
Y'all scored a touchdown. I'm proud of y'all.
Wait, I will say this though. I got to put the disclaimer out. So we was actually supposed to do this tonight of the Bears game.
Yeah, we wasn't gonna call it out, but since we doing
I'm
it,
gonna call it out. They got
Go
it
ahead.
on the background. And me and Justin realized that morning, like, dang, the Bears play today. So we rescheduled this whole thing
yeah,
so that we can
was
watch.
cool with it.
can
We
watch
played
So
it.
y'all
Cool
can
with
watch the bears. I asked y'all if y'all wanted to.
yeah, and we warned y'all if y'all watch that game over this show, we was gonna remind y'all how bad they look.
I thought we was going to take care of business. I'm being honest.
I thought
Take care of business or what?
Pretty winnable game.
we were supposed to
Very
get the
winnable
dub.
game. But
Bears win games they supposed to.
They're supposed to win against the Commanders, though. They're supposed to.
The Bears win games they supposed to.
they don't win games.
They ain't done that since Lovey.
10-6 got fired.
Very disappointing. Yeah, 10-6 got fired.
10-6 got fired.
1 year away, one game making the playoffs.
The Lovey curse.
Sheesh. And then we hadn't been right
Y'all ain't
since.
had a coach with that record since.
So what do the Bears need first?
Everything.
First thing.
Lovey
First
Smith.
move. What's the first move?
I could tell you what the first move is.
What's that?
Line.
O-line.
Left tackle.
They need
left tackle.
They need Pro Bowl old linemen.
One of them Wisconsin boys.
Yeah.
They need to sell the team. Cut the show. Cut the show.
Please, the 3 is what I'm reppin' all the time. Your boy too fly like 9:15. Niggas jacking my style, going blind. So find a definition to define this ill state of mind. Please, the 3 is what I'm reppin' all the time. Your boy too fly like 9:15. Niggas jacking my style, going blind. So find a definition to define this ill state of mind.
Cut the show. That's it. Cut the show. I tried to let y'all do it, y'all ain't want to. Cut the show.
Incubator body.
They'll go talk about it. You know them bears.
You see how soft they was talking about that? They was all live, so we started talking about the game. Yeah, they just They're just cursed.
Appreciate y'all, man.